So I am making this video on my entire Indy costume. My pants may fall down because the belt I was using is the one that I use for his battle belt, or that's what I call it. So let's begin with his satchel. It is technically a World War II gas mask bag. All mine is just a strap that I use for paintballing and airsofting and nerfing. Paper clips to hold it shut. It's a US mail bag, I'm pretty sure. I don't actually know what year it's from, but I know it's US Army. Looked somewhat different, but all I have in there is just a 3-ring binder turned with the wide end facing up to go flat with a Grail diary in there, which is nice. Let's move on to the other belt. I couldn't find another belt that was a darker, I couldn't find a black belt for that one, and then I'd use that one for the pants, but I did it as close as I can, and because Merca. Battle belt's pretty simple. Handmade bullwhip. Does not crack at all. I'm sorry I failed at that, but first, this is the second or third iteration. It looks pretty good, but it's a very heavy piece, and it's annoying. The holster is not done yet. I know the handle sticks out. Sorry. You know what? But it's a bigger gun. So, it's not a real gun. It looks real enough while it's closed. But I talked to the cop next door. He said that it'll be fine, probably, since it's a Halloween costume. It's just an old 6-shooter toy thing. It's made out of metal. Mattel metal, whatever they use for Hot Wheels cars. Same thing. Same material. It breaks super easily. It's already been broken once. I'm just not going to mess with that too much. But it looks good in there when it's all holstered up and whatnot. We'll get to that later. The shoes. They are weathered custom. Custom weathering was done on them. So pretty much I walked through mud with them, left them for a couple months, cleaned them off, not entirely, and then shined them. They are... What are these? Apt 9, I think. Apt 9 dress boots for suit or whatever. Whatever you feel like wearing. And this is the hat. That is an official Indiana Jones band from... this, the crappiest hat rendition I've ever seen. It looks dumb. Oh my gosh, this thing's ugly. I hate it. I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to throw it away. It's ugly. It feels weird on your head. It's like freaking cardboard. Like, it's worse than those top hats they get at Party City. It's worse than one of these deals. I mean, it's the same material. Same disgusting material. Now, yes, I did try and create a fedora with this. Did it work? Nope. So I'm just going to get rid of those. They're both ugly, they both look weird, and they feel weird. My hat is cooler, though, because it's got the full pinch down. I know it's green. It's the color I wanted. Just leave it alone. It looks cool. I like it. It's got the forward L on this side and the straight down. It's a teardrop, like a fedora. It's got the Raiders turn, a more extreme version of it, but close enough. It's all sewn in and all ready and done up. Okay, let's move on to the actual clothing. So the pants. Let's begin with those. I know they look green. They are not, however. They are a darkish brown, sort of. They look a lot darker in real life. And this is synthetic lighting. So... they fit really well. They have the crease down the legs. They work well with the rest of my gear. This is a fly fishing shirt. I know it is not the shirt that is ideal. I know it does not have long sleeves and those things, but it has upper pockets. And frankly, I just don't have the money to even go care and buy one. This is also nothing close to Indy's jacket, although it had the upper pockets and it's the only brown leather jacket I own. Close enough. So, the entire outfit all put together is pretty cool. I'm going to go put it on, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, now you can kind of see how the hat sits on my head, and it is I'm sorry, this lighting is really bad. This is my whip. It sits forward on his belt, just slightly, but his belt buckle is turned a little bit off center to the crease here. It's supposed to sit like this. It's supposed to actually sit like up here, but this is not a real bullwhip, so that's okay. The holster sits all the way in front, like this, on the front hip, and it leans downward, just slightly, based on this. See, so it's slowly just at an angle. That sits there. This jacket is thermally insulated, mind you. This is hot as all hell. You can see how the hat sits on my head with the Raiders turn and the forward low pinch. Sorry you can't see that well because of the dang flashlight. Try and find it. There it is. Okay. So you can see how that sits on my head with the Raiders turn. Looks really nice. I took lots of time to shape it, and I did it right, I hope. So let me get this jacket off and I'll show you everything else. Alright, here we go. So now you can see where everything sits in on my body. You can see that my whip is still right here. Looks good on me. I like the way it looks. So that's just, I know that's still that. It'll be brown soon, I promise. The satchel strap is interesting because it in the movie it's got like a belt buckle here. I'll add one eventually when I have time. But the satchel, it hangs good. Hangs just underneath his jacket behind his whip. A lot of people, when they do this rendition, his whip is behind him and his satchel is in front. That's wrong. Just saying. Depending on how hot it is, I will sometimes unbutton this shirt all the way down to almost here. So I'll show you what that looks like. And if I have, you know, if I have another shirt, I had another shirt like this one, had the front pockets and everything, but I ripped a sleeve off like it is in the Temple of Doom. Or is it the Last Crusade? Whichever. My hat, I know it tapers up. It still has the low pinch and the Raiders turn, so it's a rendition of all three hats put together, which is good. I work out. Some people don't, but, you know, you can't really tell. Anyway, Indiana Jones is my favorite movie character, by far. I mean, he has a whip that makes an amazing crack. His gun is really, you know, it's like his best friend. I like that he has a satchel, his leather jacket's just cool, and his silhouette is instantly recognizable. There's no mistaking it's Indiana Jones when you see the hat. The hat is his character. So yeah, favorite movie character, and this is my setup of it. So yeah, bye guys.